The Bachelor girls are here, everyone.
I'm just a bachelor.
Brittany and Sophie, both of them did not get chosen by the Honey Badger last night.
Devastating television, wasn't it?
Yeah, girls, how are you feeling now?
Wasn't that just a bombshell?
Yeah.
It made great TV.
It did.
I definitely didn't see it coming.
There was a few things I really liked. I watched it with my girlfriend. Obviously, most boys do. They're forced into it. But we really secretly love it.
I feel like you chose to
We
watch it.
totally love it. I'm the one that reminded her. It's the finale tonight. Is it? We sat down. We had something to eat early. So when he chose no one, I was like Imogen looked at me. That's my girl, and was like, "What the?" Started swearing, very negative towards the Honey Badger.
What are your feelings towards him now in hindsight? Do you think he went into it wanting to find love, that he was ready to find love and just didn't find it?
Yeah, look, that's the question that everyone has asked us, and I think we've lived it 4 months ago, so we've gotten to this point of acceptance, and the anger has sort of,
Subsided a bit.
It's subsided, and but last night we found that anger again, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Did you
we
watching
were
it?
upset.
Yeah.
We were angry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we felt it all last
Just
night.
the one part for me, when he said, thanks but no thanks.
Yeah.
I walked away, and he said, thanks for sharing.
I know.
And I just thought, are you for realsies?
Really?
Like, that's your last thing for me. Thanks for sharing. And
He was
that
very.
to me,
He's not good with words in an emotional
yeah.
area.
So, but it is what it is.
And the thing is, people you guys don't realise that, when he says thanks but no thanks, that's it. You've just spent 3 months waking up and going to sleep thinking about this guy, and he's just said no, and that you don't see him again. You don't go, oh, how about that, and sit down and have a drink over it.
we just never saw him
It's
again.
done. And so we've got a lot of questions ourselves, but, they're left unanswered. He's not here.
What would your question be to him?
Well, first of all, can I have a proper explanation? Because
Yeah.
he kept asking me to open up, and I feel like I did it in the end.
You
and
did. You did, and it wasn't
it was
easy.
so
it wasn't
hard for
enough.
you.
Yeah, it's the whole experience. It's having the cameras there. It's not knowing how he's feeling. There was a lot of reasons as to why I kept holding back.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? You really like him, Sophie. Just go for gold. And my sisters and my family pushed me to do it too after my hometown, because they could see how much he was meaning to me. Yeah, did it, and it just wasn't enough, and I still don't know why.
Why? Yeah.
I didn't get a good enough
It's
explanation.
it's
Do you-
his
do you- do
his
you-
birthday today, girls.
Is
Do
it?
you have a message for Honey Badger on his birthday?
I just hope he's celebrating in style somewhere deep in the jungle.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
deep in the jungle.
Deep.
Do you want him to get lost in the jungle?
Do you-
Yeah.
After you guys, we'll use the word rejected. That's, and even though it sounds
What a
horrible.
fantastic word.
Yeah, I know.
There's got to be another one.
Did you know what, girls, when you look in the mirror a lot, you girls, you all look in the mirror. Did you wonder, did you ever talk to yourself and think, oh, what could I have done better? Or, because it's not your fault. I believe it's totally his fault.
There's definitely an internal monologue that's going on. Where did I go wrong? Why aren't I enough? What have I, if he said to me the night before, you're literally perfect for me.
I know.
And then to say, you're perfect but not perfect enough, you're thinking there's something missing. And for me, being single for 6 years, it definitely puts that point back in your mind that there's something there.
None of you girls had sex with him though, right?
Oh my God, no.
No.
Oh, what do you mean, oh my God, no?
Well, lucky
Do you think maybe you
didn't.
should have?
You just every single you don't see him off camera ever.
Right.
Or off
Yeah.
mic.
Or off mic.
Right.
So it
all
might not be
recorded.
recorded, but you'd hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the most? How far down the hooking up line did any of the girls get? Just kissing?
Literally
all it
just
was.
kissing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were getting dry humped on the beach though last night. I noticed.
That was
So-
controversial.
Oh, it was so weird.
God, it was like
Okay.
a romantic.
I felt like I should look away from the TV, but I couldn't.
I was like that for the spa scene. I was like,
Oh my
Yes.
God, I knew you were going to bring that up.
it was
then.
so hot. If it
was
wasn't
so
you, I
gangster.
would have been really into it. But I was like, oh.
Yeah, there were just moments where I was still aware I was on camera,
Yeah.
so it wasn't going to get any further than what it was. But I was like, you know what? I'm so into this guy. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
Not gonna
great.
stop.
Did you ever think I'll just grab him on the old fella?
Yeah, did you, Soph?
Did you ever think that?
I did think,
Yeah.
I wonder what's happening down there, but I'm not going to,
Right. You never thought about grabbing it.
no.
Because
Yeah,
in a
definitely.
real life situation, like you haven't got all those cameramen and
I know.
microphones. And if you wanted to grab someone's old mate, you'd do it. But you don't want to be judged.
Oh, yeah, you're not doing that on national
You would
No.
never, ever.
No.
Run us through what happened afterwards. So, Britt, you wanted to go to Sophie and tell her that you didn't get chosen as well. Sophie, you got told there's a visitor coming to you, but you didn't know who it
I
was.
bet you thought it was
Yeah.
Nick changing his mind.
No, so they said, look, there's someone here that wants to see you. I can't tell you who it is, but do you want to see him? I was like, really? Who on earth is this going to be? And I did think maybe it was Nick. Maybe it's him coming back to apologise and gave me a better reason or something.
Sure.
Turned around and saw Brittany, and I just thought, oh my God, is she going to rub it in my face?
Which,
That's
I
the
mean,
first
as
thing.
if.
But then you can tell that didn't bother me either, because
Yeah.
I adore Brittany, and you can tell that I just didn't care. I still thought that she had won when she came in, and I told her
Yes.
that I thought she looked beautiful, and
I know.
I was just happy to be in
And
her
Britt, you
presence.
dragged it out. You wanted to tell her, but then you
I didn't drag it out.
There
I
were
just
a few
couldn't
seconds.
stop laughing.
I know you had
just
to compose yourself.
I did, and it was like a laugh cry because I was just so gobsmacked. And in my mind, I just thought, if this is ever going to happen to anyone that wins The Bachelor without walking away with a man, it's me. And I thought it was hysterical because if you know my love life, that's to a T.
But were the producers never going to let Sophie know on camera? What?
No, they actually weren't. It wasn't until I got in the car and I had this. I didn't realize until I was in the car and I was processing and I thought, I asked the producer, have I got this right? Did he pick no one? And they said yes. And I said, okay, how's Sophie? And they said, Sophie doesn't know.
That's
and
right,
I
I
was
saw
so
that on there, yeah.
mad.
That's
I just
something
thought,
that, like, I think I'm angry at Nick about. It's like, why didn't you tell me? Like, what did
Yeah.
I just pull the short straw and, let Sophie go on and think that it's not her and she's been rejected? She's the only one being rejected on national television.
Yeah,
it
I
was
didn't-
really, really hard.
Nick was gone, not even in my mind anymore. I
Right.
thought it was just Sophie. I knew how upset she'd be alone and how awful to leave someone thinking that it was someone else.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was at that point we just wanted to nut
Did
it
you
out.
girls at any stage think, let's just hook up together and be together with
Like
each other?
probably once every 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That crossed our mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roughly.
no.
How
Of
long?
course not,
How
no.
long did you girls sit there and bitch about Nick for?
Oh, the whole night. We got room
fantastic.
service.
I love that. Jackie said she would have watched a whole hour special on YouTube talking about
We've
it.
heard that. Everyone
Yeah.
said they wished the whole show was just that.
Look,
Yes.
we popped the bubbly, we finished a bottle, we ate some stuff, we just put our pajamas on, jumped
Yeah.
into bed, and
Together.
Not the cliche pillow fight you're thinking.
No,
before
no,
you-
Yeah.
no.
No,
but
we
it was
just,
together.
we
Did
just
you
hung
guys
out.
did you guys feel better after having a champagne and venting to each other, or were you still really heartbroken?
Yeah, look, we didn't get much sleep that night, to be honest with you.
Aw.
You just had so many questions unanswered, and that's what made it really difficult.
You're happy that you're with each other and you can find something funny in the situation because you want to take something positive. But we both separately still had a broken heart. You still have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And watching
So-
it last night just resurfaced all of that. You think that you're doing
Yeah.
okay, and then you see it and you're like, oh, God, I'm not doing okay.
And you got to hold this secret from all your friends and your family. And
That's
Yeah,
hard.
everyone
the
always
toughest.
wants to know, oh, I bet you won. Or, oh, that'd be typical.
Yeah, that's the worst.
when someo's like, hey, Mrs. Honey Badger, you go,
Oh.
Oh.
Like, can I book you
You're
in with
funny.
your +1 wink wink? And you're like, yeah, but it's
no.
Soph. It's like, it was the hardest thing.
And 4 months, that's a long time. Like, you
Bloody
guys have
long
gone
time.
through 4 periods each during this time. So this is
That's
shows
a lot of
that-
If you're
anger.
regular,
just
yeah.
for a man, we know that's how we judge time by when your missus has a
And
period.
you can tell because we would call each other probably that once a month and just be like, I'm so down today, I'm not dealing. And she's like, was it that time?
Can I
It's
ask, Britt,
just wrong.
your dad was very intimidating towards the honey badger at the home visit, and he pretty much said, I don't want to be there, I don't want to have to pick up the pieces of my daughter's broken
Yes.
heart. How did your dad react to hearing about this?
Yeah, my dad has been there for me before. I did a long, long time ago have a pretty horrific relationship and he picks it up then. And he's very protective. But the things that you didn't see from that hometown were hours and hours of laughter and banter between my family and my dad. And he
Right.
actually is the most beautiful, gentle soul. He would give his shirt off his back to anyone. And he's been amazing for me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And Australia loved him. I was worried about
Yeah.
that, but
No.
I think someone tweeted Russell Crowe and was like, please play this man in the movie, which
Yeah.
I thought was great.
We loved him. He was
Yeah,
good.
he's just an honest, hard-working, down-to-earth man, and I can't speak highly enough.
Oh, good on you. So I like hearing.
Love you, Dad.
That's sweet. Why don't you speak about your dad like that?
Yeah, I know. What kind words. All right, girls, we're going to take some calls. People want to talk to you. 131065, if you want to talk to either Britt or Sophie, you've got any question you want to
Oh,
ask.
everyone's got questions.
Everyone's got questions. We don't know if they'll be able
Above
to answer
board.
them.
Yeah, above board questions. We'll get you on next.
Melina's called through. Say hi to the girls, Melina.
Hi.
Hi, girls. How are you?
Hi, Melina.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. My question is, do you know if Nick is dating anyone at the moment? I mean, there's rumour going around that he's dating Cass or possibly Brooke. Is that just rumours, do you think? Or
I'm also apparently engaged, and Brittany's having twins. So
Really?
you tell us.
Well, there's all crazy rumours out
But
there.
so if you and Cass hung out a bit, because she told us
Yes.
that the other day, so
Yeah.
you would know that Cass is not seeing him.
Oh, look, Cass, Britt, and I were tight from the first night until now, and no, they're
No.
not seeing one another.
Yep.
Okay.
We can clear it
Oh,
up for you.
maybe he's banging those three awful
Mean girls.
stepsisters. Oh, the mean girls, yeah.
Do you know what? Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
You don't know.
All right, Malika.
I also heard through the gay scene through Brooklyn that he turned gay now.
No, Brooklyn
Honey
never
Bud.
said that.
Oh, actually, we've heard that a few times, but only on radio this morning. So
Right.
I don't
Oh,
think
just
there's
on this
anything in it.
show.
Yeah, just by you.
James, you're on the air with the girls from The Bachelor, Brittany and Sophie. What's your question?
Hi, girls. Hi, Carl and Jackie.
Hi.
James.
I was just wondering if you girls actually think that Brooke was supposed to be the actual winner.
See, I don't know about you girls, you tell me, but when Brooke said she's leaving because she's not getting anything from him, if he was actually in love with her like everyone's speculating, he would have given her something to stay. He would have said, no, don't go. I really do have strong feelings for you.
That's exactly right.
Yep, there's so much speculation in that, but I guess there's a lot you guys don't see, and Nick is just like an animal. The man cannot be produced. He cannot be controlled. He makes his own rules, and I guess it comes down to Brooke's such a beautiful human, but it comes down to if Nick wanted anyone there, Brooke, Cass, any girl, they would be there.
Right.
And if he didn't want someone there, they're not there.
He'd
Right.
let them go.
Yeah.
100%. And I think that they had this beautiful connection, but it was maybe on a different level. And evidently, he didn't see his life with her, but much like he didn't see it with us. So it's just one of those things.
And yeah, there was a scene, unfortunately, that you weren't shown, which, you know, it kind of hurts us at the end of the day
What
also.
is it?
But he, after Brooke had decided to leave, he
Yeah.
did come and speak to both of us individually, and he said, this is exactly how I wanted it to be. He looked us in the eyes and said, it was always you that was
Right.
meant to be coming with me to finale.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Wonder why they
He
didn't
really
show that.
So unless he's lying to our
it's a story.
faces, which I just don't think it's in his nature
But
to
I've
do
lied
that.
to people's faces to get in their pants before. Just, I don't know whether you girls think that a man's capable of that.
Well, he knew he wasn't getting into anyone's pants, so...
But I think
no,
so
Why doesn't-
he reassured you that he was always going to let Brooke go anyway at that point. He
did.
Pretty
He
much.
did, and it doesn't make sense. If he wanted her there, he wouldn't have let
Yeah,
her
agree.
walk out. That's
Well,
just,
I asked Brooke, why did he give her the key to the house? That's the booty key, as far as I'm
That was
concerned.
initially, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but when you give someone the booty key, you think who's more likely to sneak over in the middle of the night in an Uber to bang me? Here you go. Here's the booty key.
Yeah.
Is that a prize or is that?
How did
a
that go
diss?
down?
Look, to
I
be
don't
honest,
know.
when Osher first announced this key situation, I was like, oh, that's a bit tacky. Like, I don't know if I want it. Like, I
wouldn't
don't
have
want to
gone.
be that
You
girl.
don't want to be the key girl. That he
Didn't
thinks
wanna
you'll be the
girl.
one.
But look, Brooke had a lot of class about it and, you know, just had some breakfast in bed. So,
Yeah.
Oh, what about when Cass came in? We said to Cass, I really pushed her hard, and I said, I know you went up the Gold Coast and you got banged by him. And because she had that little trip and that weirdness that no one knew that they'd been together.
Well, yeah, that was a
And-
big thing, wasn't
And
it?
her words said no, but her body language was like totally got banged by him.
totally.
Yeah, so you guys know that they had sex.
look,
know
it's
that.
something that we don't talk about.
But you know.
because it's in the past.
Yeah.
We know they dated for
Yeah,
sure.
dated.
Obviously, we didn't know until the last week of the whole show filming, but yeah, we know now.
Yeah, you know now.
We know now.
And how weird though to
Do you
go on a
reckon
show.
that, wait, can I ask, do you reckon the producers knew?
Hands down, they knew from the first week.
100%. I
Really?
mean,
They
well,
were
she was
pushing her
following
to
him on Instagram. They went to
Yeah.
the same gym. They lived in the same suburb. They had to have known one another.
Oh, okay. So I wondered
And
that.
and they're going to do background checks on us before they put
Yeah.
us into the mansion.
To
And
make
I mean,
sure
what
you're
a
not mental,
great
right?
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great story.
Like they really
Well
nailed
produced.
that.
yeah, very well
but
produced.
she was a lovely girl. Like if he's had sex with her in the
gorgeous.
Gold Coast, why wouldn't he just kept her?
Hands down, I adore Cass so much.
she's a
And,
phenomenal girl.
the three of us were best friends from literally day one. They
Oh,
put
I
you into a
love that.
lockdown a few days before the show starts.
Yeah.
And Cass and I got sort of put together, and that's how our little love story started.
Oh.
But she.
But at that point, you didn't know it was a honey badger?
No.
No.
Okay, right.
No.
Yeah.
She
Jackie
said she
never
had
believes
an
the
inkling.
real story that we're told. You're always thinking that everyone already knows.
Yeah, I don't
everything.
know what's
We
real and what's
don't
not.
know. Things are leaked, but I mean, there was
Nothing's
5
confirmed.
different guys that could have potentially been the Bachelor the day
Shane
we
Warne.
were sent in and our phones were taken off.
Oh, were you
us,
guys
so-
hoping it was Warnie?
Soph was.
I'm joking.
No?
That's the second time she said that to me today.
Do you like
I'm
Warnie?
keeping the theme.
Get Warnie on the phone, Pete. I know Warnie. I'll
No,
hook you
that
up with
was a
Warnie.
joke. That was a joke.
I'm going to enjoy this single life for the next little while at least.